على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Ramadan Eats with Shaz Eats. Today is the day in which I make a sweet dish that goes with a healthy, balanced meal. This is a rice pudding, but it's differently sort of made because I'm using coconut milk and I'm using maple syrup, or you can alternatively use honey to sweeten the rice pudding up. When I was growing up, my mum made a rice pudding using a very thick, starchy rice. I'm actually going to be using a risotto rice in making this rice pudding. So what I've got here is half a cup of risotto rice, and that's been washed and been soaking in this water. And I'm going to add this to my pot. To that, I'm going to add in some coconut and rice milk, so around 3 cups. And I'm going to add in some vanilla essence, or you can use extract. And if you want it to be a little bit more indulgent, you can also add in a vanilla pod. I'm not going to add in the honey or the maple syrup at the moment. All I'm going to do is keep mixing this risotto rice around. And what happens with the risotto rice is that it creates a really glutinous texture around it, and it releases into the milk, and this will thicken up the coconut and rice milk that I've just added in. The coconut and rice milk, although it's unsweetened, it does have a sweetness to it, a natural sweetness to it. So the idea is that you just slowly bring this rice to a boil, and then you let it simmer for around 20 minutes until the rice is completely cooked. And then you add in a slurry of corn flour, and you top up with pistachios, some dried fruit, and a little bit of honey or maple syrup. The risotto rice has been simmering in this coconut and rice milk for the last 20 minutes, and there's a lovely coconut aroma in the kitchen. Now, risotto rice cooks much quicker than the bimri fat rice that we are quite familiar to, and it makes the whole creaminess just naturally occur in this coconut milk. What I'm going to do now, just to bind everything together, I've got a tablespoon of corn flour, and I'm going to add in a little bit more of the coconut milk, and I'm going to make a slurry. And that's that corn flour paste that one should make to thicken things up. So once that slurry has been created, you simply just add it in to the rice pudding. Just make sure the corn flour granules have dissolved, and pour that in. And that immediately makes this rice pudding much more creamier and thicker. I'm now going to flavor it up with some cinnamon, and I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. Alternatively, you could actually even add in some honey. 1, 2. You can add in as much maple syrup and honey as you like, according to how much you want to sweeten this rice pudding up. Make sure everything is mixed together. As this cools down, the rice pudding gets thicker and thicker. My family actually on winter days prefers this rice pudding hot, but in summer they enjoy it thoroughly cold. So entirely up to you, but after Tarawih Salah, this is lovely to have. And again, it's a carbohydrate. It will keep you very, very filled, but it's not so guilty as in packed with so much sugar. And a little bit of this with some dry fruit and some pistachios, which is a healthy fat, just binds everything together and keeps you very, very full and satiated. Simple coconut rice pudding. Before you serve these beautiful and delicious plates of goodness, garnish with some shreds of coconut, some pistachio, and some dried fruit. And doesn't that look just wonderful to finish off a meal or to indulge in without feeling too much guilt after Tarawih? Keep you really full, gives you the little bursts of sweetness and a really fulfilling and nourishing dish that you can enjoy. See me next time, in which we create another Ramadan Eats table with Shaz Eats, a balanced iftar that is extremely good for you and filling and satiating and delicious at the same time. See you next time, Ramadan Eats with Shaz Eats. Enjoy!
على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر على الآيات والذكر وفي فيض من العطر هنا رمضان مدرسة تنير مآثر الفكر